As many families prepare for back to school, they might find themselves having less time to care for older loved ones. The local Office on Aging can help with services that offer support for caregivers of older adults. Ron Boyd is the president and CEO of the LOA. It is here for today's Aging in Place. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in to see us. This is such a huge topic that we're talking about. You know, I think most people have heard of LOA, but maybe not familiar with all the services that you all offer, especially to caregivers.
Right. Well, a lot of people know us just as Meals on Wheels,
Right.
but we have 30 plus wraparound services. It does take more than a meal to keep a senior in their home.
Yeah, exactly. That's just basically, you know, just filling one basic need, a very important one, of course. But in terms of supporting families that have, you know, elderly or people that are kind of, you know, getting to that stage in life, what is the first thing that you suggest that they do when they are seeking out your services?
Well, hopefully they will seek us out, find out more information before they desperately need it, whether that's a family member, a power of attorney, or the senior themselves. It's like you don't know what you don't know till you need it. Right. Desperately. So just contacting us, getting familiar with the services and what's available, and a lot of the eligibility. A lot of the things, most of the things are free, but some of them have eligibility criteria and waiting lists.
Yeah, and you know, one important thing I think is having that care coordinator, the case managers that you all offer, and these people start by sort of doing a survey, if you will, of, you know, of the person's living situation, of their condition. Talk to me a little bit about that and sort of what things, there's a checklist of sorts of things that they have.
Right, the care coordinators, they're great. That's what they deal with, is seniors, so they know what to look for. They know the right questions to ask to try to find out what activities of daily living, ADLs, that, you know, that they can do and what they may need to assist them, because ultimately our goal, our mission is to help older persons to remain independent, to be able to age in place.
Yeah, that's right. And you also offer, you know, a wide range of counseling options, things like that. What are some things that you offer?
Well, besides care coordination, and I typically explain that, we have a very competent staff that coordinate the care. They lay it out there. We also have options counseling, which is more person-centered care. And it's just that, it kind of puts the senior in the driver's seat so that they can select what they want, what they don't want.
That is a good thing, to kind of give them that feeling of power as they are getting older and sometimes, you know, losing faculties, not, you know, feeling the way that they did when they were, you know, obviously 20, 30 years younger, to give them, you know, where they can make some selections. And also you all help out with insurance counseling as well.
Yes, we are a certified Virginia Insurance Counseling Assistance Program, or VICAP, where seniors, and that's really important to try to find out that information before you have to make decisions. It's an unbiased, it's a safe space to offer unbiased information for the plans that are best for them. Of course, we're getting ready in mid-October to go into open enrollment, and it's important to look at all those things every year, even your prescription, your Part D, because you really need to look at that every year because the plans change.
Yeah, Medicare is so huge. I mean, we could do an entire segment just on Medicare options and which plan, you know, is best for each individual person. So for families that are watching this and they're kind of, you know, again, sort of, you know, getting to this point with their elderly loved one, is there, you know, one resource that they need to reach out to?
Well, I would just reach out to LOA, to our intake case manager, and they can find out information. If there's nothing they need right now, that's fine, but it's important to find out what's available, and especially before you apply for Medicare, Social Security, all of those things, to get everything in order, and sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's a good idea, kind of pre-plan for this. All right, Ron, thank you so much for coming in today. Some great information. We appreciate you so much. Now, in case you missed any of this segment or you'd like to read more about the LOA services, head to our morning section of our website. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.